Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm just glad you're here. Today, I've got a cool knife to talk to you guys about, but I want to real quickly thank all the channel members. Thank you all. And I want to thank any of you guys, gals, who stopped in here to check out my knife, my ADC content. I really appreciate it. If you're so inclined and you hadn't had a chance yet, if you hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon, it'll keep you updated on the channel and it'll really help me out, push my videos out to more people. So today, I have a knife here, courtesy of Lord Needham, to check out, and this is the Jack Wolf Gunslinger Jack. So this is the first Jack Wolf knife that I'm aware of, and I know there's another one, but this is the first Jack Wolf knife that is not a slip joint. They've come out with another one recently that's not a slip joint, but it's still designed very traditionally with the same pattern as another Jack Wolf knife, which Lord Needham was nice enough to let me borrow. That is the Sharpshooter Jack, just a little bit bigger than the Sharpshooter Jack. But when you talk about this knife, it's got beautiful purple carbon fiber, which was the color that I liked when it first came out. The story on this knife for me was I had just convinced myself to go into the slip joint world when Blade Show 2023 came around. So I knew I wanted to try a Jack Wolf slip joint. I already think I maybe had a slip joint. So when I got over to the booth, Ben immediately greeted me with this knife because they were releasing it at Blade Show. It's kind of a surprise because people have been asking for a locking knife. And I think I disappointed him because I was like, Ben, I'm not here to see that. I want to see a slip joint. I since bought the slip joint I was looking at there, the low drag jack, my first Jack Wolf slip joint. And then I picked up a Feel Good Jack, my second Jack Wolf slip joint, but I did not grab the Gunslinger. The Gunslinger was a little more expensive, about $365, I think. But from what I can tell, it's very much a premium knife. It's got top flipper deployment and a bolster lock. So when you look at it, you've got this full length back spacer, so it looks like a slip joint. You've got this little stopper here because this knife also ships with a pocket clip, a purple pocket clip, if you want to carry it traditional carry, right hand only, or you can put in this stopper and carry it in a slip like you would a slip joint. What I love about this knife is it's got this nail nick that runs up, down both sides. Super sharp S90V clip point blade. Titanium bolsters. And I mean, you can't fail the middle finger flick because that pull, or that pull is so sharp. It just catches your finger and it takes, the detent is just really dialed. I guess because it's a top flipper that you get that snappy detent, but there's absolutely no play in it. It's a beautifully well done knife. It is super slicey. You've got this thin hollow ground blade that is surgically sharp. And I think Jack Wolf probably does sharpening choils as well as anybody. If you look how far back that plunge grind comes, and then you can see that sharpening choil, and then with such thin geometry and that beautiful clip point blade. Just to give you an idea before we do size comparisons, I'll also be reviewing this Sharpshooter Jack. But you'll see there that it's basically the same pattern, just a little bit larger version, right? This is the slip joint, which is awesome. And then this is the folding lock. So let's just get a couple of quick size comparisons of this guy. There is our cold steel 4-max with our sawtooth grind. So you can see it's a full-size knife. Let's look at it next to the Benchmade bug out. It's going to be right around the same size as our Benchmade bug out. Maybe a little bit shorter. So let's break out our Javon Knife Flicks Amazon tape measure. And we will learn that this knife measures right under 7.5 inches. A little bit over 7.25, between 7.25 and 7.5. And our blade length is 3.25. Our handle length is, we'll call that 4.25. And our cutting edge is right at, we'll say, about 3 inches. The grip, where I grab it, is right about 4.25, and that is from here let's do this. Let's grab our scale and let's see what this guy weighs. .9 ounces, guys. 3.25 inch blade, 3-inch cutting area. This is a slip that he set it down with. Looks like a Jack Wolf slip. So 3.4 in a slip. If you had the clip on it, you're probably going to be right around 2.95. But what a beautiful little knife. You know, Ben was, and they've done another since, and I'm an idiot, so I can't think of the name of it. But to listen to the market, be so successful with a line of slip joints, premium slip joints, that are every bit worth, in my opinion, what the price is, because, again, I find them to be exquisite knives. And then I'm just going to lay these out and then lay out our Gunslinger. Not Gunslinger, yeah. So that shows you how they size out next to the Sharpshooter Jack, the Low Drag Jack, the Feel Good Jack, and the Gunslinger. So there is that. I love, again, the purple carbon fiber and the purple accents. I think that looks really good. One thing that's super cool that when I do a review on this, I'll show you guys, is this guy has glow-in-the-dark scales. Let's see if I can get it to show up under light. You might be able to see that under light. You can see it glow just a little bit, but in the dark, it's just really amazing carbon fiber. But highest quality materials. I think it's a really, really cool knife. One thing that I noticed that I wish was a little bit better is the lock bar access. There's not a lot there. You do have a little bit of bevel cut in there, but it's, you know, your finger, you could easily get it in, but I feel it. I don't know, I know you'd want to keep, and I know Ben wants to keep it symmetrical, so I don't know if there's even a way to do that or if it's necessary, but that's just something I have no problem closing it. It's just something I notice compared to normal knives. If I grab it too far back, it's not as easy. If I grab it right up there where I'm supposed to, where the indentation is, it's easy as can be. It just feels a little different. But that's because it's a traditional knife body pattern that's been converted as stylistically and functionally as possible into a locking cool knife. So guys, this is the Jack Wolf Gunslinger Jack, the first locking knife from Jack Wolf. I think it's a home run. I think it has fantastic action for your first locking knife design. My hat's off to him. And then again, the blade, keeping that same Jack Wolf thinness, blade geometry that's just as slicey as it can be. Again, beautiful carbon fiber, beautiful blade, beautiful bolsters, fantastic drop shut action, snappy deployment as you could possibly ever want. So yeah, that's the Jack Wolf Gunslinger, guys. I hope you found this somehow informative, enlightening, entertaining. I don't know, but I'm glad you're here. I appreciate you watching the video. I always ask, please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart and choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.